y'all, Shark Roses, and today you clicked on this video. We're going to talk about the Beyoncé performance that she did on December 25th, 2024, and the Cowboy Carter performance. I really want to talk about it because at first I wasn't going to. I don't know, like, everybody's making their comment about it, saying what they gotta say, a million and one opinions about it. But I got a YouTube channel, might as well use it. I watched it the first night that it came out. I did not watch it live on TV, but I watched it, of course. Somebody uploaded on YouTube, and shout out to the people that uploaded it in HD, the full thing from beginning to end. Y'all are real lifesavers out there. Right now I'm in the middle of doing my skincare, so if y'all, please don't be alarmed, don't freak out or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so about this performance, I loved it. I'm gonna be coming from a perspective as just a black woman to another black woman. I know she got that whole thing going on with her husband. I'm not gonna make a post about that right now at this moment. I got videos that I've talked about. Diddy and Jay-Z, I think, is also in, I mentioned him a couple times in the Diddy video, but right now I'm not gonna talk about her husband, and I really don't want to talk about her personal life like that right now. So I'm gonna just talk about the performance. That's it. So I enjoyed it. Long story short, I enjoyed it. I really thought it was great watching it. And then I watched only a handful, like maybe 3 people that did reviews on YouTube, that posted their reviews. And one of them, of course, is Zach Campbell. Like, if you're not watching Zach Campbell, what are you doing? Especially when it comes to music reviews or performances reviews. But anyway, his friend, he posted his live review, or his live reaction to the performance, and his friend in the video was like, it's overwhelming or whatever, but in a good way. And I was like, dang, he took the words right out of my mouth, because when I was watching it for the first time from beginning to end, of course it's Beyonce. Like, Beyonce, extra, her picture is right there in the dictionary. The word extra and over the top, like, her picture is right there. So of course, it's gonna be over the top. I'm surprised she didn't come down on a with a rocket strapped to her back like Michael Jackson or some shit, you know what I mean? But it was great. It was amazing. And overwhelmed, but in a good way, is the perfect way to describe that performance. The details, immaculate. First of all, I love that she chose the color white. So her last football performances, she was in black. She was in black twice for her football performances, her halftime performances. This year, she chose to do white. I love that. And then on top of that, the subject matter, with everything that's going on in the world and in this country within the last few months, and since, black people have been here, you know what I mean? She was able to just put all of that energy into one performance, as the experience as black Americans from the start of this country all the way up to what's been happening in the last few months, within the last few weeks of this country. She's been able to put all of that into her performance. It was amazing. I love that she chose white. I knew that the plastic over the flags definitely meant something. Like, she doesn't do anything without intention, and I'm like, I don't believe that was on accident, that they was like, oh shit, we forgot to take down the plastic off the flags. No, I feel like that was intentional for sure. And then I love that the veiled singers, I didn't know what that meant. I love how everybody is online talking about every single detail and what it meant, of her taking things from, like, black culture all together. Like, I'm learning stuff, like when they was talking about the carolers being covered up or whatever. I didn't know what that was or what that meant, but I knew it, it had to mean something. Again, it's Beyonce, but I love that everyone was able to explain all the little different things. When I first watched it, I definitely caught the spinners on the Cadillacs. I was like, she's saying 16 carriages, but she got the spinners on the Cadillacs. I was like, I love that. I love how she stayed true to her specifically her Houston culture. I love how she paid homage to her specific Houston culture, and then I also love how she paid homage to specific black culture, black American culture as a whole. Like, it's like she tried to bring the entire freaking city to the field. Like, she literally did. She tried to put all black Houston on the field in one time in 13 minutes. She did an amazing job. It was great. It was an amazing job from beginning to end. Every little second mattered. The coordination from everybody, from the person with the lights to the people helping roll and wheel out the carriage, everybody from beginning to end, to the people holding the towel and her little drink. Everybody from beginning to end the dancers, everybody, the people doing the lights, the people doing the cables and lifting, an amazing job from beginning to end. The musicians, amazing job from beginning to end. Like, there's nothing else you could say about that. Like, and also I just want to say, like, I love how, as like a black woman, like I said, this is me reviewing as a music fan and as a black woman to another black woman. I love watching Beyonce's, this is Netflix, so I hope she does a background or like a behind the scenes. I hope she does a behind the scenes to this performance, because I really love how she just encouraged, even if you don't like her music, because I like Renaissance was good. I like the album, it was good, but for me personally, replay value for me personally, like the music is great, but for me personally, Cowboy Carter has more replay value to me than Renaissance. I only like maybe 2 songs that I actually still play from Renaissance, and that might be because some of her popular songs from Renaissance was played everywhere, and people loved using all of her songs from Renaissance on TikTok, so I kind of felt like I didn't really need to like go search up the songs when it was popping, because I heard the whole album when it was popping. But Cowboy Carter, people heard it, but then they like kind of, you know, pushed it to the side or whatever. But I really like Cowboy Carter, like genuinely like Cowboy Carter. Like I really liked it. Like I really love playing Riverdance. I love that she included Riverdance. That's my jam. Riverdance, and I love Alligator Tears. She didn't include that, of course, in the performance, but that's my jam. Riverdance, Alligator Tears is my jam. What else is my jam? There's a couple other songs also off the top of my head that are my jams, but I really like Cowboy Carter. I do play those songs off that album a lot. That's just me personally. But again, the performance was amazing. Then what else? I love that she incorporated, okay, let's get into a little bit of conspiracy, because if you know my channel a little bit, I like to touch on just a little bit of conspiracy here and there. We all know Beyonce is a practitioner. If you don't know what that means, you know, she's a practitioner, you know, which means she does a little bit of Harry Potter up in that thing. A little Harry Potter, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a part of black culture, you know what I'm saying? Definitely here for it, you know what I mean? And I could definitely see her practicing while she was performing, which is how you're supposed to do it. Like when you're doing whatever you're doing, your daily to day-to-day task, you're supposed to incorporate that in your day-to-day life. So I ain't got nothing against it. I could definitely see her though, you know, for sure practicing while she was performing. I was like, you ain't slipping past me. She definitely casting spells for sure, and she definitely through her choreography and through her words for sure. But I'm here for it though. I ain't got nothing against it. You know, do what you do. But I definitely saw that. What else? But not like in an evil way. Like you could tell she was definitely handing the reins down to her daughter. Like you could definitely work the placement of her daughter being behind her, and then like the movements, like I said, within the choreography, like you could definitely see it for sure. If people don't know that that's how it's done, that's how you're supposed to do it, she can definitely give you a masterclass through her performances, if that's how you're supposed to do it. But again, that's her job, you know what I mean? So you're supposed to be incorporating it in your job, but you can definitely see her. I can do a whole video about that, like through her performance and how she was able to incorporate casting while she was performing in her performance or whatever. But that was cool though. I loved it. That's all, again, that's also black culture. We call that hoodoo, you know what I'm saying? Call that hoodoo and voodoo, but good for her. Then what else happened? I like how she ended it. I like how she was like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all, you know, because this is my hometown, this is Houston, I'm gonna give y'all own little Dubai moment. You know, just because we here. But if I was somewhere else, I wouldn't be doing all that. I would have did my song and then got off the stage like, all right, y'all, bye. But I love that. And it was nice seeing her, or seeing somebody use the cable lifts, like the Rihanna performance. No, I'm sorry, like her, to me, is no beef in my mind when it comes to Rihanna and Beyonce. They're both two completely different artists, and they have two completely different principles, and all, they just represent different things. But anyway, I love how, you know, she incorporated the lift or whatever, and like again, it made sense because it was like her own little Dubai moment, you know, before her hometown. But it's nice as far as like football performances go that someone else was able to use the cable lifts too. Rihanna, when she did hers, I was like, hers to me still is crazy. People were like, it's too simple, but it was perfect. Like Rihanna's it was insane. It was insanely perfect. Like, anyway, that's a whole different story for another day. But Beyonce's made sense, and it made sense, and it matched her personality. Her performance from beginning to end matched her personality. I thought it was great, and also, that's what I wanted to really say was when she was doing Yaya, the way that the lyrics, because the album came out earlier this year in the springtime, the way that the lyrics to Yaya, the crazy thing is the way that she decided to perform those verses, or that verse or whatever from Yaya, the way that the lyrics matched up with what's going on, or what's always matched up with what's going on with Black Americans, because we literally never have a year off. Like, I don't know why people act like because they don't see us struggling whenever white media wants to show us struggling, whenever they're energy harvesting from us, that we're all good and we're all happy. Like, we're dealing with shit every fucking day. Every year we're dealing with shit, not just during election years. We're always dealing with shit. And it's so crazy how but of course, you know, again, when it's amplified, then it's like, oh, now the Black people are going through something whenever it's amplified. And of course it's been amplified, and the way that her lyrics for Yaya was matching up with what's going on right now. And it's so funny to me how she was saying healthcare. What did she say? She was like, healthcare is not going to cover for the man. She, you know, the hypothetical man in the song she was talking about, she was like, healthcare is not going to cover it. And the man, you know, he worked many hours. I'm paraphrasing, but you can go back and watch the lyrics. The man, you know, he worked many hours. The insurance isn't going to cover it. And that immediately made me think of what just happened with the CEO. That's so fucked up. But I'm like, Beyonce said fuck that CEO. Look, she might not have said that. She didn't say that. I'm not. But I'm like, she could have picked a different song, or she could have just been like, okay, well, you know, yeah. You know, again, she's intentional with everything. So I'm like, the lyrics and then what just happened, and then her with the bang. And then I feel like, even though she is very rich, obviously she's very rich, rightfully so, I feel like she's still with the people. Personally, that's just me. That's just my opinion. And Beyonce didn't say any of this. That's just my personal opinion. I took it as her saying, I'm with the people on this one. That CEO was fucked up for not paying those people out that's been putting money into this company for so long. That CEO was fucked up. And then, like, again, like, the lyrics just match that situation specifically. Like, and she was like, aren't y'all tired of, like, you know, being overworked, getting half the pay? And of course that relates to just being a Black person, period, in America. But the working class, you can broaden that out and not just be just Black. It's the, you know, the working class are really getting tired of, you know, the ruling class acting the way they acted. And I was like, Beyonce said, as soon as I saw that and like her that performance part and what she was saying, I was like, Beyonce said fuck that CEO. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But again, yeah, it was great. Shout out to her, including, I thought she picked Grambling again. You know, she loved to choose my alma mater. Beyonce would have went to Grambling if she had a regular life and chose to go to college. But I thought she chose my HBCU again for a performance, but no, she chose Texas Southern University. So shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? You know, another HBCU to perform with her in her hometown. That's amazing. She did a great job. Like I said, and then her incorporating Miss Rodeo, like I said, she did a great job at having hyper focusing on Black Houston culture everywhere, you know what I'm saying, in every pocket of the performance. And she did a great job of hyper focusing on Black culture in America everywhere in her performance. And she did a great job of focusing on, you know, like just the state of America, I guess, like that. It was a great snapshot. And then also I'm gonna end it with this, that I really, really enjoy watching Beyonce perform, because, and I was crying during the performance. And I always do cry when she performs, not because I'm like a huge fan of Beyonce or anything like that. I don't consider myself Beehive. I feel like the requirements to be Beehive, I just don't meet. But I really enjoy, as a Black woman, watching her, because she allows you to remember as a Black woman that you can dream big. And she reminds me to keep people around you that want to see you win. Keep people around you that want to see you win. And if that's nobody right now, then don't have no. It's better to have nobody than to have a whole bunch of people around you that don't want to see you win. She is the embodiment of keeping people around you that want to see you win, and making sure you don't let anybody stop you from living your dream. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. You know, she just reminds me as a Black woman to, like, go after your dream. Don't let anybody stop you. Go after your dreams. And I feel like that's the reason why I cry when I see her perform. Because I didn't see her live at Renaissance, but I did go to the theater to see her documentary of the Renaissance. And I was crying then too, and I just feel like it's because it's very encouraging to see another black woman live her dreams, if that makes sense. Like, to see another black woman really live her dreams. And on my timelines, I don't see any white people getting mad and being mad. I don't have that on my timelines or any of my social medias. But if they are mad, I feel like it's because they're upset at the fact that in that moment when they do see her perform, they see a black woman having fun and living her dream, that they are a background character to another black woman's story. And I feel like that's what really pisses them off, is they don't like the fact that they're a background character to this black girl from Houston living her dreams, you know? And I feel like their main character syndrome really pisses them off, and they get all irritated and mad and shit. But that's their problem. So anyway, shout out to her. Good luck to her and all her endeavors. You know what I mean? For her sake, I hope her spells work. Again, her husband's situation, we're gonna talk about that a different time. That's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. But she did an amazing job. I feel like she did a great job of just giving hope to the black community after such a crazy year. She ended the year really amazing and giving hope that, you know, you can live your dreams too as a black woman. Even if the world want to be mad and pissed off and white America want to be mad at you, you can live your dreams too as a black woman. So shout out to her for that. Yeah. And that's it on this. And, you know, like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Come back, you know what I mean? This next year coming in, I'm gonna do my best to try to do a video maybe once a week. I don't know about what. Like I said, still trying to figure out this channel, still try to, you know, work that out or whatever. But if you want to be a part of that journey of me trying to figure out this channel and the point of this channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on all your notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.